What's going on, guys? Quick video. I know a lot of guys out there are wondering how to get a six-pack, right? A lot of men, that is what they want. They just want to be able to obtain that six-pack. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it in this video, right? I was able to go from being overweight, like 230 pounds, 30% body fat, to lean with a six-pack. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it and how to do it quickly, right? What you don't realize is that getting a six-pack is actually one of the most simplest things that you can do, right? And listen to me when I say that. It is one of the most simplest things you can do, not the easiest, right? And what I mean by that is simple and easy don't necessarily mean the same thing. Simple meaning it doesn't take that many steps, right? But it's still difficult, right? Because you still need to be disciplined in order to take those steps. That's why it's not easy, right? So, first things first, if you want a six-pack, right, you need to start with your diet. You got to start with what you're eating. That's the first thing, right? You cannot get a six-pack if you are not watching what you eat. You have to watch what you eat, right? You have to. That is the most important factor when it comes to getting a six-pack. I'm talking like even before the gym, your diet has to be on point. You know when they say abs are made in the kitchen? That's true, right? Well, actually, you know what? I would say this. Abs are made in the gym, but they're revealed in the kitchen, right? So if you look at it that way, it's like, no, you can hit abs all day long in the gym, right? You are building up your core, you are building up your abs, but if your diet's not on point, you won't ever see them, right? So here's the thing. If you're a bigger guy right now and you lift a lot, let's say you squat heavy, right? Let's say you do a lot of compound movements where you really do test your core. More than likely, bro, you probably got some nice, you probably have thick abs. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably dense, they're strong. You just probably can't see them because you're holding too much belly fat, right? So for me, right, and I've been told also that I have nice ab placement, right? And when I really looked at the pictures, and I was like, dang, you know what? My ab placement is pretty decent, but I had to think back. It's because when I was working out, I still work out. I was doing a lot of squats, a lot of deadlifts. I was working my core a lot. And even though I was overweight, you just couldn't see them, but they were being worked a lot. And also with my job, I lifted a lot of furniture also. Not as much as I used to, but I was lifting a lot of heavy furniture too. So that was also building on my core. But the moment I started to lock in on my diet, the moment I started to track my calories and the abs started to reveal themselves, it was a whole different story, bro. It was a whole different story. And that's why I say you have to watch your diet. You have to lock in on your diet. You need to be making sure that you are eating in a calorie deficit. If you don't know what that is, go check my other video where I tell you the fastest way to get a 15% body fat. I break down what a calorie deficit is, right? But to make it quick for this video, a calorie deficit is finding your maintenance calories, right? The calories that you need to consume in order to break even with the calories that you expend every single day. When the number of calories you consume equals the number of calories that you spend every day, you won't gain weight or lose weight. So you need to be in a calorie deficit, meaning you need to be eating below that calorie maintenance number. That is how you're going to reveal your abs, right? Like, honestly, I don't even need to go into working out because you already know how to work out. You understand that working out is you're going to build your abs, yes, but you want to see them. The only way to see them is to track your food. Get a food scale, right? Go back to my other video, one of my first videos actually. I even have shorts on this as well, and I link for you the food scale that I use, the exact one that I use. Matter of fact, it's in my blueprint. If you look in the description, I'll link it in the description. The HIM blueprint that I created, I have the exact food scale that I use to weigh my food so that I know exactly how much I'm eating, right? So once you're in that calorie deficit, make sure you are also eating adequate protein. You need to be eating 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. Meaning if you are 250 pounds, you need to be eating at least 250 grams of protein. I still do that. Even though I've cut, I still do that, right? Your body needs replenishment. Your muscles need replenishment, right? Your body will not maintain muscle if you're not replenishing it and repairing it with protein. You need a lot of protein because you're working out. You're breaking down the muscle, right? So that's it. Real simple. Make sure you're in a calorie deficit. Make sure you are eating enough protein. Eat 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. You will see your abs. It's that simple. It's that simple. As for the calorie deficit too, make sure if you want to get abs quicker, you can have a deeper deficit. But like I always say in my other videos, I wouldn't go more than 500 calories below your maintenance. Meaning if your maintenance is 2,500 calories, don't eat below 2,000. That's too deep, right? That's too deep. You'll end up starving yourself, right? And that'll be harder to sustain, right? Harder to maintain because it's uncomfortable. So if you want to be in that sweet spot, I like to say make sure you're eating around 300 to 350 calories below your maintenance. That's that sweet spot. That's so that you're not starving yourself. Your body feels good. You still feel full, but you're still in a solid deficit so that your abs are finally revealed. And that's it. That is how you get a six-pack. It's very, very simple. Go ahead and get to work. Get those blueprints. If you want to know what I did to, get the 15% body fat, go get the HIM blueprint. I'll link it down in the description right now. If you want, if you don't know what to eat, you have no idea what to eat, where to start, I also have a blueprint for that as well. It's called the 15% body fat grocery list that I made for you guys. I will also link that down in the description as well. Right now it's December, bro. You have months. You have a few months until the summer, bro. But before you know it, the summer will be here. So go ahead and lock in. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.